I think it's time for another LEGO Winter Village update. So here's what I have so far with our kind of ski resort and outside area. There's going to be a Christmas market there. Then we've got our downtown Main Street. So I think we need to add a few more things and sort out this pile of mess. Plus, yeah, let's add some more to it. And buried underneath this ever-growing mountain of stuff to sort out is some pre-sorted, pre-organised sets and mini things to build in these pab cups and these plastic containers. So let's dig those out. And I've had these parts and sets organised since Christmas last year. I ran out of time to do it, thought it wouldn't make sense to do it before Christmas. Here I am running out of time again this year, but I'm just going to get on and do it because I don't want to wait till next year. So in these back 3 cups are all the parts for the Winter Village train station, which I really wanted as a set, but it was cheaper to part it out, so I got all the parts there. Then we've got some other little mini builds, was like another market stall. And although not Winter Village themed, this is the parts for the tow truck from the modular corner garage. It's kind of like an old-fashioned tow truck, so I thought the old-fashioned style vehicle would fit in nicely with the Winter Village. Then we've got some other little scenery bits, and then parts to do some colour swaps on that LEGO Friends ski hill and cafe resort thing, just to kind of mute down some of the colours slightly. So that's what are in here. I don't know if I get around to doing this change, because it's not a major need, but there's a few bits in there to make it a little bit more Christmassy, so we'll figure that out. But let's start off with the big ones. First thing I built is this well, it's a little bit of terrain and side street from a little Christmas promotional set from back in 2012 with this nice classic retro lamppost here, and my favourite LEGO trees, love those. Classic park bench, this could just fit anywhere in a Winter Village, just a bit of scenery, so that's always good to have. Next up, I'm going to build the tow truck from the corner garage because I think that's going to fit in lovely. So I very nearly finished building the tow truck, and it's a really nice build, some really cool techniques and parts and many things, and there's like whole engine detailing in there, but you don't see that anymore. But I don't have the right axle to connect to the wheels. I seem to have every other single size of axle except the one I need, so I can't attach the wheels. Well, I probably could do a workaround, but not the official way. The next thing I'm going to build is this little donut stall, which was a really brilliant name called Been There, Donut That. Love it, so good. This was a Target exclusive in the US, so I've never seen it before, but I found it and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I've got the parts to build this, and I think it could work great in a Winter Village. There we go, another little mini build complete, and there's really a lot going on here. So we got coffee and cakes being sold. You can spin the cake display there with all sorts of treats on. The big sign, which I've customized from the original slightly. Then these little side tables. I think this is supposed to be the back, so the server stands behind here to make the drinks. But the drinks machine does look a bit unfinished from the front. Either way, it's still a good little mini build, and the colour scheme and everything about it I think could just work great in a Winter Village, plus this little sign and this table so people can have some snacks. Next up, it's time for the biggest one I'm building today, the Winter Village train station, although I'm not going to be building the little level crossing or the bus, just the main station itself. So I've got my parts ready in these 3 old pab cups, but with a big set like this and all this parts, I don't have the luxury of numbered bags as if it was a brand new set, so it might be a little while before, well, I might have to sort things out to help me get going. So I was emptying out the parts, and I thought this pab cup was also for the Winter Village train station, but it's not. It's actually for my Winter Village stable, which is a recolour of a LEGO Friends set, which I talked about previously. I've completely forgot I had the parts for this, so maybe I'll build this after all, but I'll do the station first. And just like that, I have the Winter Village train station, one of my most sought after Winter Village sets, and I'm glad I have it. And it is really good looking from the front. Interestingly, when I built it, I thought there were some fragile building techniques. Everything locks together in the end, but during the build process, there were some parts where if you just knocked it, it would fall off. I don't know if anyone else had that experience, but this set came out back in 2017, so LEGO's building techniques have improved since then. But yeah, everything comes together solidly. The only thing I don't like is, well, I mean, it's normal for LEGO sets to have open backs and things, but the fact it has no roof at all just feels a bit weird to me, even if it's just like a stud or 2 studs, like a plate worth, just to kind of cover that up, because it looks a little bit unfinished here, giving this gap. But if you've seen previous videos, I had plans to kind of expand and complete this set anyway, so I don't think I'll get around to doing that this year, but it's always a project for the future, so I will kind of expand the back portion of it and give it a roof and everything and a bigger platform, that sort of stuff. So it's all in the plans, but here we have the official set. Yeah, with our little cafe and ticket booth down here as well. And I think this is supposed to represent just like a mini Christmas tree or something, like in the loft or something, I guess. And then the old-fashioned lampposts outside. The clock detailing is pretty cool. yeah, so I'm very happy. Now let's place it in my winter village. So it's out with the old from my custom mini platform, in with the new, with the official set. Although if you look at the platform length, they're still pretty small and pretty similar. So it's fine for the tram to stop here, but if I had an actual train, I would definitely need to make the platform much longer. And I've also added the bench and street light there. I think it looks quite nice. As well as our new donut and coffee snack stall in front of the Christmas tree with a table and the sign there. So we're going to start adding in more market stalls soon. And I had a look, but I just didn't have the parts to attach the wheels. I didn't have the right axles, and I didn't have enough parts to make a good workaround. So for now, it's just going to have no wheels, and perhaps it's being fixed up. Kind of ironic that the tow truck itself is broken down, but we can laugh at that later. So I just put my old platform next to the official set just to see what it looked like. Obviously I need to do some swaps, and I've got plenty of dark tan plates to continue that, but for the rest of the design I could probably still keep that, well, mainly just the fencing really, but the benches I might have to swap out so they're more consistent, move the street light so it's like over here for example, but otherwise it could still work. A little while later, and this is what I've come up with in keeping with the design from the original station, plus in keeping with my original platform design that I already had, and this is what I've got. Yeah, it works pretty well. Not what I had planned for my kind of grand scheme of expanding this station, but working with the parts I have on hand right now, I'm pretty happy with it. Got another little ramp up here, added some snow detailing, moved the lamppost here. I have got space to maybe add a couple more benches, but once it's filled with like minifigures and things, it'll look pretty busy. So yeah, good progress. Next up, I think I'm going to do some colour swaps to this Lego Friends set. I'm not going to change too much, just kind of get rid of some of the brighter colours and dull it down a little bit so it's a bit more consistent with other Winter Village sets. But, I mean, really, it's pretty good looking as it is. And as you can see, I've got the parts in here, so not very many at all. Mostly the doors and the window frames, add a couple more Christmassy elements to it. So what I'm going to do is swap out the turquoise or teal coloured door frames and window frames for brown, swap out the bright light orange for dark orange, and then add some more of this medium azure stripe up here, because I like that. It's still a bright colour, but I think it works, and it's just something a bit colourful to the thing. And then add a few Christmassy bits here and there. I forgot that when you build this, you hide a spider underneath the slope. It's completely enclosed once you finish building it, but just knowing it's there, I completely forgot. Yeah, not a fan. And there we go, it's all finished. The hardest part was getting the window frames and door frames out from the lower portion without having to destroy the whole thing. I had to kind of carefully like just lift it up and hope that the whole top section came off in one piece, and it kind of did, as I kind of bend it and like lift it up slightly to squeeze the parts out. All swapped out, all on top, and instead of having the, well, all the other decorations and the snowboards and everything, I swapped out for a more traditional bench and added some Christmas decorations instead. So this could work for a Christmassy theme, but you could also leave those on if it was just like a regular all year round ski village, which I'm still kind of tempted to use these elsewhere, but it does have a Christmassy feel. Some people would still want to swap out the medium azure blue here, and now that I've done it, I'm almost tempted, but I like that it does add a pop of colour, although again, for that more traditional Winter Village feel, you probably would want to swap those out, maybe for some more tan, brown, some neutral colours like that. But I think I'm going to leave it for now. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. So I thought a good way to use these leftover stickered tiles would be to make some sort of signpost for them. It's not great, but it kind of works. Put a little kind of the log print on top there, as if it's a cutting up log. Yeah, so that can kind of just go anywhere in the Winter Village, and that'll look pretty good. And I'm sure I'll find a home for these three as well. Back in the Winter Village now, and it looks so much more Christmassy. Very happy with that. Got my little sign down there. Yeah, things are looking up. All that's left to do now is really just add the minifigures and the market stalls, and I think it's pretty much done. Well, done enough for this year, because let's face it, I've run out of time and I've run out of money, but hey, good progress. But if you do want to help support this channel by making it a little extra money, then please do become a channel member, or if you don't want to commit to a channel membership, you can also use the super thanks button. Gives us a little donation. Any money we earn, even from ad revenue, everything literally, it's used buying parts, buying sets for this channel, because as you know, Lego is very expensive, but I know times are tough, so don't feel pressured at all. Even you guys just watching this video alone is a huge, it's greatly appreciated. I'm very grateful of that, so thank you very much. But yeah, our new Winter Village train station, the new and improved ski lodge there, things are looking up. Or on one of my other channels as well. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends.